So
Also,
also,
if you switch the pin around, it acts as eraser.
oh, that's true. I never do that.
No?
Yeah, the stylus has an eraser on the end. I never do that. Don't ask me why. It's just something I never trained myself to do. And you'd be surprised how many people don't do it either. It's weird. It's a magic wand. Okay, so now to look at the back of the hand, I'm not going to go, I'm going to go, okay. Largest piece, it's kind of flat there, kind of flat there, kind of flat there, kind of flat there, and then it goes in the wrist. Cool. Neat. So we've already gotten that taken care of. Was I sitting there concentrating going, oh God, oh God, oh God? No, I wasn't. I was like, that bit, that bit, that bit, that bit. We're done, right? I can go back and adjust these measurements later, but I'm not going to sit here and fool myself trying to go, oh, I want to get it right in the very front dog. No, don't worry about it. Now, as far as the thumb goes, people go, oh my God, the thumb is so hard. What are you talking about? It's one less joint than your other fingers. Dude, that's less work. That's awesome. And to make it like even more awesome, check it out. So here's the knuckle where the thumb comes off the hand, right? It goes, it's a check mark. All right? And then that, and then, wow, there you go. Now it's kind of big and beefy. So I'm going to sit here and be like, okay, now that I've got the basic shape down, I can sit here and play with it until I get the shape that I like. There we go. See that? This is your world. Happy dreams. You know they use Bob Ross's therapy now? No, they really do. It's like, this is your world, and you're in control. We're going to put a happy little bush right down here. All right, now if you tell anybody that bush is there, I swear to God, no, I'm kidding.
All I can think of is Civil and Thunders.
Right. All family. All right, so happy little trees, but everybody's like, oh my God, it feels so hard. He just told me my world is in my control. Blah, 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 blah. I can put a bush wherever I want. So, anyway, he's therapy. Now, for the rest of the hand, now it depends on what you're doing with your fingers. You know, if you're doing like this, well, then you're only going to see the top of the knuckles here. You know, if you're doing like this, well, then you're only going to see this bit right here. If you're doing like this, you're only going to see that finger right here. If you're doing like this, well, then you're only going to see the back of that finger and this finger right here. It all depends on what you're doing with the fingers. You know, if I'm doing like this, then I'm going to have a group of two fingers here, one sticking out here, and one sticking out there. But if I'm doing this, which is a good place to start from, and put that over again, make it big. It's a good place to start from. And you see how I'm not like worrying about, oh my God, what am I going to do with the fingers? I'm working quickly and just basing it all off the largest shapes, right? Now, if we look at the fingers, they go, whoop, that's a very nice curve, isn't it? The tips of the fingers form a curve, like that. If we look at the knuckles, about halfway through the fingers, they do the same thing. So we can go ahead, we know where they start, we know where they end, right? Now say I do this way too high up. Well, of course I'm going to notice that later and make those adjustments. But just to get this part of the drawing out of the way, I'm going to hack it into some shapes. Now, we know that the pointer finger starts on this side. Okay, so pretend the thumb doesn't exist, right? This flat part of the hand, that's where the pointer finger is. This flat part over here, well, that's where the pinky lives. Now, I can have the pinky come straight up like that. I can have the pinky go off to the side because the pinky has a bit more rotation. See that? It goes nuts. It's all over the place. Pinky's like a wild child. The rest of the families are like, we're not talking to him this Christmas. All right, so then I can go, okay, pinky lives here. This finger lives here. Awesome. I've got two fingers here. I've got this one that does like that, and then you've got the one that you need to drive with. Right here. And bam, big old meaty hand, but there is the basic shape of your hand. See that? Yeah. You want to get even more detail? Well, the bones radiate through here in straight lines to the tip of your finger. So we can go like that and like that. Then we can say, okay, there's the knuckle there, and then a little bit there, and a knuckle there, a little bit there, a knuckle there, and a knuckle there. All right, and then we go, okay, let's erase some of this. And we all like, it's man hands. Look at these man hands. They're so manly because they've got bone radiation lines in them. So manly. So manly. Knuckles. And then gross chipped up fingernails. And you can make the knuckles a little bigger, especially on older people's hands or really manly hands. Like, because this is the joint right in here, right? So you can like make a little circle and then draw the outside to contour to that joint. And suddenly we've got man hands. I've got man hands. This is my hand. I'm drawing man hands. Or, by the same token, if we don't do that, and we get rid of our little radiation lines and whatnot there, and don't mess up the tip there, and then that, and oh, sound effects help, by the way. I do it like my dog thinks I'm insane. Totally silent, starts going. But I'm like, dude. I'm like, don't you talk to me that way. And notice I'm tapering the tips of these fingers. See that? It's much more feminine to have tapered tips on fingers. And I'm getting married. The world revolves around me. Yay! I'm gonna have babies. So many babies. 400 babies. Blah. So there you go. Girly hand. Do you see that? Tapered fingertips. We're not extending the big knuckle finger bit right here, right? Now you've got another knuckle right here next to the tip of the finger, right? I don't ever worry about it unless I absolutely have to. Like if I'm making a fist, real quick and dirty fist. It's like, that finger. Well then this part of the finger is gonna do like that. So I just draw like whoop. So and even then it's like minimal. That's like one tiny little line that you're probably not gonna notice in the long run. But I know it's there because I've studied anatomy. Study your anatomy. I cannot say that enough, right? Oh, it's totally on the wrong side. Okay. Okay. So, there is that. Now, as far as we said, we're going to do landscapes as well. So let's do a quick and dirty landscape. Now,
I vote for Martian landscape.
Huh?
I vote for Martian landscape.
Martian landscape? Cool.
Random bush.
Now, random bush. So,
Yours is built correctly. Must be already. Check the punctuation. That is the most interesting landscape I have ever seen. Yes.
Alright, so anyway.
Love it.
Alright, so. Get in here. Come on. Sometimes brushes take forever and they lag. Alright,
What's
now.
the cool effect?
So for a landscape, really simply put, our world is based off of horizons, right? So that, what a horizon is a horizontal line. We all know what a horizontal line is, right? That's a line that does this. Well, what if I've got it wrong? That's a line that does that. Awesome! We have got a landscape halfway finished. Oh my god, look at that.
Yeah.
So impressive! It's like Nevada. So, or it could be Utah. Welcome to Utah. Select conditional white. Wait. Plateau in the background there. Now it's Utah. I've been reading a book on Mormons and I'm kind of freaked out. So anyway, he's creeping me out. I just want to go here. So, so we've got this. Now, as long as we've got a horizon line, we have a starting point. Now, it depends on what you're drawing. Now, the classic thing that I did with like my 7th graders was, okay, boop, there is your vanishing point. That's where all your lines vanish to. We all know